And hello and welcome back, guys. Very, very cool. Stardock dropped a serious nuclear bomb recently with the recently revealed patch notes for the new upcoming patch. So this is really cool. I thought I wanted to kind of go through this and share some spontaneous thoughts that I had while reading this. Very, very excited overall, I must say. Just coming into this from right from the get go, I need to say I thought that these changes were really, really cool overall. I've had the chance to look at them, but without further ado, let's take a look. So we have some new features coming up. We have a new planet type called an ice asteroid, a variant of the regular asteroid that supports additional commerce levels, some extra crystal extractors, and some higher crystal mining rate. It can spawn with metal asteroids, apparently, but it doesn't have any surface mining for metal. So this is kind of a more economic asteroid, I would say. Well, at least for credits, of course, the metal doesn't come here. We have a new uncolonizable gravity well called Icefield, a dangerous open gravity well which causes partial damage reflection to any unit firing its weapons inside it. Okay, so I'm not sure how impactful this will be. It will be interesting to see if some of the preset maps actually make use of this ice field to because on some of these uncolonizable gravity wells, they actually do tend to place derelicts from time to time, and it would be interesting to see how it would play out. Like if there's a super heavily guarded derelict in one of these ice fields, that might actually be a dangerous derelict to take, because of course your ships are going to take damage not only from fighting the neutral derelict, the neutral militia that's guarding the derelict, but also they're going to take damage from firing themselves as well. Now, I'm not sure how this will work, if the neutral militia also will take damage from the ice field while guarding the derelict. If that's the case, of course, you're going to kill the neutral militia faster as well, because the neutral militia takes self-inflicting damage. So, yeah, I'm not sure how this will work, but really cool at least. I really like these new features. New ship artifacts, mass negation core, a powerful movement artifact that allows ships and other owned ships in the gravity well to accelerate very, very fast, nearly instantly, turn rapidly, and move at higher speeds. A weapon symbiote, also a new artifact, a combat artifact that boosts weapon rate of fire, but only for the ship that it's installed on. And also a new planet artifact called Tachyon Comms Relay, which has this logistical artifact provides increased maximum supply to whichever empire controls it. So just very, very nice. I really, really like these new features. I mean, as long as it doesn't crash the game, I'm all for new features, man. Like I think this is absolutely cool. It makes the game more deeper, makes it more interesting. Very, very cool. I really like this. I mean, how these will work will come down to a lot of like the exact numbers, of course. I'm not sure how much damage the ice field will actually deal, if you're going to care about it whatsoever or whatever. But so it remains to be seen what the numbers are on this. But yeah, but overall, I really like that they're adding all of these new stuff. So with that said, let's move on here. So we have move over. So we have the art, some upgraded art here, some more planet textures, updated clouds, and also gas rings on gas giants are upgraded or updated. So some new small features here for the art, pretty cool as well. For the AI players out there, and added, I think this is a cool thing. They added a chaos factor, which will cause the AI to use more varied fleet sizes when attacking a player, sometimes choosing to overmatch the player, while other times underestimating the player. Higher difficulties are more likely to overmatch the player, while lower difficulties will be more likely to underestimate the player's fleet. So this is I like this. This is also a good change, because it makes the AI behave a little bit more dynamically. And also, I think I've heard people complain sometimes. I mean, some AI players out there who like playing against the AI. The AI actually tends to run away a lot because, I mean, if it doesn't feel like its army is great enough to fight. And so for some players, that's frustrating because, I mean, I know that some players like to kind of play Sims as kind of a Sim City game, a little bit more in that direction, where you kind of focus more on the economic aspects of the game and try to build your empire and make a cool cool kingdom, so to speak. I think that's a very, very cool way to play also. And this is kind of going to help those players to have more fun, basically, because the AI is going to be a little bit more dynamic. It's going to attack. You're going to be able to have some more stuff to consider in your games against AI. Added capital ship and Titan build loadout allows the AI to follow preset items. Let's see, what does this actually say? Oh, so basically the AI is going to get ship items a bit more often. Some notes to modders here. Upgraded strikecraft pursuit to pursue based on the enemy's velocity. I'm not sure exactly what this is, but basically, I guess it's some improvements to strikecraft behavior, I would think. Also, strikecraft, some fixing of strikecraft behavior here. I'm not exactly sure what this means, but anything that fixes glitchy or perhaps not glitchy, but behavior stuff that makes the ships and the strikecraft feel more smooth to use. I think I'm all for that. So that's it for the features. Now going to the gameplay changes. I think the gameplay changes are probably where I'm most excited to show this. So basically, one of the things here, I'm not going to go through everything here, but basically, I think the most major change coming in here is the change to how the exotic system is balanced. And you can see here we have rebalanced the exotic refinery unlocks so that now exotic refineries for the tech faction and advent faction come in tier 3, which is an entire tier up in economic tech to get an exotics refinery. So basically, it's going to be much more difficult to get exotic refineries on demand. For Vasari, Vasari had access to exotics refineries already in tier 1, but now that's moved up to tier 2. So basically, so every faction has had the exotic refinery moved up 1 tier. Of course, on-demand exotics is going to be a lot more difficult to get. And in combination with that, we also have a survey rebalance, which gives the main thing here is that the guaranteed exotics coming in from planets. So before, it was quite easy to know what exotics you were to get while surveying planets, because at least on the large planets, because the large planets had guaranteed exotics on them. So if you surveyed an ice planet, you were guaranteed to get a Kalinide, which is the blue exotic. For the volcanics, you were guaranteed to get the reds, the Taurinite, and the home planets also had a bunch of guaranteed exotics. Now, with the survey rebalance here, they have greatly reduced the guaranteed exotics that you get from your planets. It's only like the higher tier surveys that are going to give guaranteed exotics here. I mean, I can't go through all of these, but the main takeaway here is that the guaranteed exotics have gone way down. Some percentages for the random exotics that you get have gone up. But all in all, it's going to be even more difficult to survey for exotics, and especially to get the exact exotics that you want. So And what does this do? Well, basically it drastically rebalances how you need to think about getting capital ships in the early game. So for those of you who watched my tier list video a while back, a couple of days back, this is one of those things where currently, how it's been for a while now is that the capital ships and titans have been a very, very strong force to deal with, and it's partly because the capital ships are very high quality supply. They're very difficult to deal with and very tanky. But of course, it's also another reason here that you could perhaps say is that the capital ships have been a little bit too easy to get, and that's partly because the exotics have been too easy to get. And I think that's the purpose of the exotic system. I mean, the exotic system has been, the purpose of it has been to kind of limit the amount of capital ships that you're going to get. Because, I mean, for those of you who played Sins 1, there was actually an in-game capital ship cap. So a capital ship limit. So you had to actually research to get more capital ships. In Sims 2, they replaced that with the exotic system, so the exotic system serves that purpose. But the exotics have been quite easy to get, and that's why capital ships have been a super strong force in the galaxy so far. But now with these limitations or changes to the survey system, combined with the rebalance to the exotics refinery, capital ships are going to be much more difficult to get. They're going to require way more investment, a way more risky investment as well. And this is going to make the game a lot more dynamic, I think. And I'm really, really positive about this overall. Gonna encourage a lot more sub capital ship play, where the supporting fleet is going to serve a larger role. That's another thing as well that I forgot to mention, but also the Quarnium. Previously, to get Quarnium, the Advent and Tech faction had the Quarnium research in tier 3. Now that's moved up to tier 4, so you have to go all the way up to tier 4 in civilian or Harmony research to get Quarnium now, which is going to drastically also delay when you can get a Titan. And the Titan is, of course, also, as with capital ships, has been a complete menace in the galaxy. Yeah, sorry, that was my coffee machine going off. But where was I? Yeah, the Quarnium, right. So with the Quarnium going up to tier 4 for Tech and Advent, and going up to tier 3 for Vasari, I'm really happy to see that the Titan, being the powerful unit that it is going to require a bit more of a heavy investment, a lot more economic commitment here required now to get to the Titan. So very, very, very cool. Really, really positive of this overall. And we move down. Here's basically all the details for the surveys. You can take a look at it yourself if you're interested. They have also rebalanced on planet items. Now that exotics are rarer, some planet items are not going to cost as much exotics. Notably, for me here, I noticed one interesting thing. The Tech Garrison Recruitment Center now going down from 2 Endurium to 1 Endurium. I think this is kind of an indirect buff to garrison recruitment centers, because 2 Endurium was very, very difficult to get, even with the previous exotic system. And I think with 1 Endurium, with it costing 1 Endurium, actually might be some situations now where I actually would consider getting garrison recruitment centers. I mean, given that I have some Enduriums lying around, so that would be cool to see. We're really excited to test out the garrisons. Here also randomly, very worth mentioning, the pirate mercenary bases here are going up from 3,000 credit cost for the so if you get the asteroid item pirate mercenary base, now the cost here for getting the pirates increased from 3,000 credits to 5,000. That's a massive difference. Like, I'm not really sure here. I mean, one thing, like the one criticism I would have against the Stardock balancing team, at least from my perspective, is that they have kind of had, in my view, a tendency to overshoot a little bit, kind of overcorrecting. Here I'm thinking that I think that the Pirates have been very strong and perhaps required some adjustment, but I mean, 2,000 credits going up here is almost like, yeah, so like, it's like, what is it, like 66% increase. I think it's a little bit too much. I would prefer to have seen like maybe a 4,000 credit cost here. Really unclear about. It remains to be seen here, but we'll see if mercenary base enjoyers are going to have to reconsider their mercenary bases, whether they're worth getting or not. This is a lot. This is a lot of extra cash here that you have to spend to get the pirates, and I'm not sure. I'm not sure how that's going to affect the game, but not my pirate mercenary bases here taking quite a hit here for sure. I think. You can take a look once again. You can take a look at the more particular changes here if you're interested in the details. Notably, one more thing here: all Titans Quornium build cost increased from 1 to 3. So not only did the Quornium cost go up to tier, or the Quornium research go up to tier 4 for Advent and Tech, or and go up to tier 3 for Vasari. You also need 3 Quornium to build Titans, which is also a massive increase because Quornium takes quite a while to build. I mean, the build time on Quornium is very long. Going to also affect the timing at which you can get Titans for sure. Some small things here: lowered requirement to unlock strength of predecessors. What is this? Yeah, this is something. There's some things about achievements. With no point to new fix and certain achievement, added game analytics. Okay, so this is not. Fixed a bug where Tech Enclave garrison recruitment centers couldn't produce units if any factory was creating units. Unused factories should now properly build garrison ships if nothing is queued to them. Okay, so basically it cancelled out the garrisons on the entire planet as long as one of the factories was building, but that's not that wasn't intended function. So now, if only one factory is building and you have a total of 3, then the other 2 factories should be building garrisons as intended. All right, so just that's a quick summary of the changes here. Obviously, regarding the gameplay, the exotics rebalancing is very impactful indeed. It's going to shake up a lot of the gameplay for sure. I'm not really. There are some question marks here. I have to personally reconsider how to play the opening, how to play the early game, because for those of you who follow me, I like to go for the double capital ship opener as Tech, and because you have a guaranteed second capital ship with service on your home planet. But now with the rebalancing to the exotic system here, it's not obvious that you're going to get a second capital ship as easily. So it's I think the starting capital ship that you pick is going to be more impactful now. It's going to matter more what starting capital ship you get, because obviously it's not going to be as easy to get a second one, although I think getting a second one is going to be relatively easy still, because the probabilities of the service are still quite okay. I mean, you're going to get a second capital ship somehow if you survey enough on your home planet, along with some asteroids and that stuff. But your first capital ship going to matter a lot more now for sure. And obviously a lot of thought needs to go into whether it's worth getting service or not, and how much supporting fleet you want to get. So that's a question mark. Have to rethink the opening here, but for the early game. But overall, I'm just very, very excited about this. I think it's very, very, very cool. Some very, very cool ideas here. Some overshooting with the pirate mercenary bases, perhaps, in my opinion. But other than that, very, very nice. Excited to be playing more. Let me know what you think of this. If there's anything that any thoughts that you have, and that's enough for now. So see you in the next video.